So it looks like Victor Osimhen could be on his way to Arsenal Football Club. And look, before we dive into this, guys, the last video where we talked about Sesko, 5k views, 100 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna keep going because look, there's different things happening every week, and you know we've got to cover it. So guys, if you're new to the channel, we speak about everything about Arsenal, about what's going on, who's coming in, who's gonna get sold, are we gonna win trophies? We cover it all. But guys, Victor Osimhen, yeah, this one, I can't lie, this one I've been in and out because don't get me wrong, he's probably one of the most sought after strikers in world football right now. And you know what? There's not a lot out there. That's why though. That's why he's sought after, because I feel like right now you couldn't really name 5 world class strikers. Like before, it was like Suarez, it was fucking Benzema, it was like, I don't know, Ronaldo up front. Like you're talking like a lot of strikers. But now, can you really name a world class striker? I feel like if you make a list, Victor Osimhen will be probably in the top 3 of that list. So that's why I want him at Arsenal. I can't lie, I do want him at Arsenal, but I don't know what's going to come with it. So when I'm looking at Victor Osimhen, I'm looking at the price tag, the wages, the mentality he's going to bring. Is he going to be a problem? I don't know. But listen, if he scores goals, there ain't no problem at Arsenal. There ain't no problem at Arsenal. And look, the first one to break the interest, yeah, to break the news that we was interested, was Team Talks, or Team News and Ticks. That's his name. This guy, if you guys don't know who Team News and Ticks is, he's probably one of the most reliable Arsenal, I think, would you call him a journalist? I don't know. They're in the know people on Twitter, and he's the one that most of the time gets it right when they're talking about Arsenal, especially early news. I can't really think of anyone else. People say David Ornstein and Fabrizio. I feel like them two, they break news when it happens rather than Team News and Ticks. He breaks it like a bit more early. He will share some whispers about what's going on. And he broke down that in November, Arsenal were showing interest in making Victor Osimhen the #1 target. And then this leads me back to Sesko, because when you look at Sesko, even myself, I wasn't really convinced. And I feel like a lot of Arsenal fans around the world, they weren't really convinced about Sesko. And maybe the reason that we didn't get him, well, part of the reason was because that maybe Arteta and Edu weren't convinced either. I feel like if we was proper convinced and we knew that was the guy to get and there was no but, we would have got him. I feel like we would have got him, but I feel like there was a discussion with, you know, his playing time and where he's going to play. When it comes to Victor Osimhen, you know, that convo's done. He's starting, yeah, every game. There's no question about it. He's only playing up front and he's just there to score goals. But look at it. Look, he's 25. I feel like it's the perfect age to, you know, spend a lot of money on a player, because now you're getting someone that's, what, in the top 5 strikers in the world. At 25 years old, you know, you've got a couple years with them, and if anything was to happen, you can sell him for a decent amount. But to get Victor Osimhen at Arsenal, you're looking at 100 million. Well, I think his release clause is 110 million, and that's outrageous. I don't see Arsenal doing that. That's more than Rice, and Rice was a bargain. Don't get me wrong, Rice was a bargain at 105 million, yeah. But I can't see Arsenal spending 110 on a striker, because I feel like we would have got Isak then if they had the money to do that. But you never know. Napoli need to sell. Napoli, I've got Conte coming in and they want to refresh their team. They need the funds, so they're going to sell, you know, their best players or their biggest stars to generate that income. And they're going to probably end up selling Osimhen, because he does want to, you know, go to a bigger club as well. But I can see Osimhen making that move, and just not at that price. I feel like Arsenal might have to get a bit creative in this one. You know, might have to throw in a few players, maybe even a Jesus. Even though I'll keep him for another season, even though I shouldn't really be saying that. I need to be ruthless, but I'll keep Jesus for another season. But I don't know, if you got to put him in a deal to get Osimhen, I feel like it's just one of them ones where you got to do it. And if you have to put 70 million up front with Jesus in there, I don't think that's a bad deal. 70 million. But you're losing a key player. I don't know. But these are decisions that, you know, Arteta and Edu need to make, and they gotta make it because next season the fixtures come out today, and you can see that the first couple games, the first 3 away games are Tottenham, Man City, Aston Villa. So first couple games, you need to have the killers in already. Can't be getting the killers at the end of the month, at the end of August, because those games would have passed, and if you're dropping points early, you know what happens. Like, you gotta get as much points as possible in the beginning, because you know City, when it comes to the end, there's no question they're getting all the points. So Arteta, get in OSIMHEN early, please, because I don't know. I don't really see anyone else, and I feel like if they're not gonna get OSIMHEN, they're gonna go get a winger. They're gonna go get a world-class winger, because I do not see any other striker in the world that Arsenal would go for. Is that a bit concerning? Yes, because we need a striker. We need one, man. We need one. But if you get a winger this season if you get a world-class winger with a world-class midfielder and a good left back, maybe the need of a striker, you know, goes down a bit. Maybe you don't need a striker. Maybe Havertz and Jesus can do a job if they've got more firepower on the flanks. But listen, this transfer window is concerning, man. I'm concerned because I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's coming. Normally by, you know, end of June, you kind of have an idea of who we're really going for. Like last season, it was Rice. We knew we was going for him. Like, whether we was going to get him or not, I don't know. But you could see the attempts. But I don't know. I don't really see attempts. With the only one was Sesko. Was we really going for it? I don't know, man. But guys, tell me what you lot think. On 294 subscribers, gotta get to 500. So if you're new, guys, subscribe, and yeah, man. If OSIMHEN's the one, let me know. If he's not, and you prefer someone else, maybe a winger, let me know. I'm happy we didn't get Sesko. Guys, it's been a pleasure to talk to you again. I will keep pumping out content, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, peace.